Russia, 1796. The empire stands silent as Paul I climbs the steps to the throne. For years, he lived in the shadow of his mother, Catherine the Great. Now he finally holds the crown. But instead of celebration, fear spreads. Because everyone knows Paul has a list of nobles he believes betrayed him and his mother. And he is ready for revenge. Paul begins issuing commands the same day he becomes emperor. He strips nobles of freedoms Catherine granted them. He forces them into strict military uniforms. He punishes them for standing incorrectly, bowing too slowly, or even looking bored. The court people whisper, "This is not leadership, it is madness." But Paul isn't finished. As months pass, Paul's distrust grows. He believes everyone, ministers, generals, even family, wants him gone. He sleeps in different rooms every night. He changes bedroom keys constantly. He builds Mikhailovsky Castle, a fortress with a moat, because he fears assassination. But the very thing he builds for protection becomes the place where he will be murdered. In 1801, Paul announces a shocking plan. He will remove his son Alexander as heir. His reason: "I fear my own blood more than my enemies." Alexander panics. He loves his father but fears him more. The nobles see their chance. A group of high-ranking nobles and generals gather secretly. They include men Paul trusts. They include men Paul promoted. Even foreign diplomats, especially from Britain, quietly support them. Their mission seems simple: force the emperor to abdicate. But a single rule is whispered in the darkness. If he refuses, we must eliminate him. The conspirators march through the palace. Guards do not stop them. The gates are already open. Paul's paranoia was right, but he was too late. They reach his bedroom door. The lock is weak. One kick and they are inside. Paul is terrified. He crawls behind a heavy screen, clutching a small sword. He shouts, "I am the father of Russia. What do you want?" A voice answers coldly, "Your signature, Majesty, or your life." He refuses, and everything breaks loose. The conspirators beat him with a sword hilt. Paul fights, screams, begs, but he is overpowered. Finally, one officer wraps a scarf around his neck and pulls tight. Minutes later, the Emperor of Russia lies dead on the floor of his own bedroom. The throne is silent. At dawn, the conspirators bring Alexander the news. He collapses. He cries uncontrollably. He whispers, "I did not want this. I never wanted this." But the throne is waiting. Hours later, he is crowned Tsar Alexander I. Russia celebrates. Only he knows the truth. The empire he rules was bought with his father's blood. Power without trust becomes fear. Fear without restraint becomes tyranny. And tyranny always breeds betrayal. A throne protected by force may stand for a moment, but a throne protected by loyalty stands forever.